For the Kingdom has been around 27 years. We exist because of the mission, the vision of a woman by the name of Becky Cunningham, for there to be a place in the city of Memphis where children could laugh and play in the summertime. Our vision is simply put to provide life-changing experiences for all people. The way we see that carried out is really through our mission of providing for the basic human needs, development, and Christ-like love for all people. When the pandemic hit, and as our community has changed over the last 27 years, so have the needs of Raleigh. We sit in what used to be a very, very beautiful neighborhood 27 years ago. That neighborhood was divested in about 18, and since then our neighborhood has gotten worse and worse. Raleigh now sits in the top 10 in the national average as it relates to poverty. Here we have over 54.2% of the children living in Raleigh living beneath the food poverty line, which means about 18,000 young people on any given day are going without 1 or 2 meals. When school went out because of the pandemic, and then when Shelby County had a nutritionist test positive, it was very clear for us. We were having a staff meeting one morning and we could hear the Lord saying, "What are you waiting on?" And so we got with our chef, we ordered some pre-packaged meals, and we got started with 100 meals. Went right next door to the apartment complex. 30 minutes later, meals were gone. Came back next day, same thing. Third day, same thing. By the time we got to that next week, kids were already meeting us at the mailbox. The vision began to be crystal clear for me at that point. We would reach out to all of the different property managers at apartment complexes, and we'll begin to set up tents safely where we could disperse meals to young people. That cause grew and grew and grew right up until December, where we were giving away right at 1,000 meals a day. And so right now, what we do is we provide a rotating menu every 5 days. That menu rotates where people, kids in our community are getting a chance for healthy food. Out of the 650 meals we're giving out right now, 500 of those meals, maybe a few more, are going out via delivery, contactless delivery to children's homes. Those meals are hot. They come prepackaged and they come sealed. They're prepared in our kitchen and then they're sealed for those deliveries. And we have 2-3 trucks going out daily delivering those meals to the homes of children. Because just the dinners alone isn't a strategy enough that will end food disparity, right? We've got some other strategies around it, but we feel like this, we call it Exodus Marketplace because it's a movement for God's people, right? We didn't hear God's cry that our neighborhood was hungry. He heard it. We're just being obedient, right, as he's putting us to work. It's going to be powered by solar energy. We're going to operate totally off the grid with this. We'll have septic tank as far as our plumbing. Again, not because we want to make it hard, but we want it to be an example. You could drop one of these in Binghamton when we're done. You could drop one in parts of Fraser and pockets of Kibra, Africa if you wanted. And they're already sustainable, almost like a FEMA trailer, right? But for the delivery of food in different parts of the country where they're deserts, right? Instead of building another huge franchise grocery store, what if the community of faith, right, which operates from a different economy, saw this and helped change the world by providing co-op grocery stores in pockets where children don't have fresh food. So typically in neighborhoods that have been divested in, the first thing to go is healthy food and groceries. The way you know you're in a food desert is, or that you're in an area that's food to spare, is that if you don't have an actual grocery store in walking distance. What happens at that point when there is not one is that the gas stations become grocery stores, the Family Dollars, all of those, your dollar stores become grocery stores, and they manipulate the cost around food 50 cents a dollar, which doesn't sound like a lot for somebody who has it, but for someone who doesn't, if you're raising each item by 50 cents to $1, it changes, your take home and what you're able to provide. And so for children, if they're looking for a meal at night, most of them are going to our gas stations. Our gas stations are known for their fried chicken, right? And their little biscuits that they sell for $5, a 2-piece and a biscuit for $5. Like, absolutely ridiculous for a kid. And so our goal is to change that, make the playing field a little bit more even, at least on this block, on Raleigh, Millington. Although people from all around the city know us for our cabins and our adventure courses, those who are the closest to us had no idea who we were or why we existed. And so the food has given people a real look at who we are, but more importantly, we hope that they're experiencing the love of our God at a very, very real way daily through the food. Since one is too small a number to do anything great, we understand that the harvest in our neighborhood is plentiful, but our laborers are few. We've been grateful throughout the years, but definitely over the last couple of years for the growing relationship with Fellowship. And that started with Andrew Mastriano and the Fellowship young people who came out during the pandemic and helped us serve thousands of families every 2 weeks. We now are still back to doing that, where we are giving away groceries, where families pull into our campus and open their trunks, and we give away food. We want to invite you to join us. It will give you a look behind the curtain to really be able to stand with us in serving for people who don't know your name and whose names you don't know. And so we invite you to join the mission of us making disciples. And that starts by us meeting a felt need first. And so we invite you to join us in meeting the felt needs of our community. How, you may ask? Saturday, May 22nd. Please join us here, 10 to 2. You can come for an hour, 2 hours. Man, you can stop in for 30 minutes if you wanted. We would find something for you to do. I'll be here, and I'll be looking forward to meeting you and saluting you with my mask on.